Log time, people. Time's come again. I'm back on the bank. It's Sunday. Got here about 3:30, 20 to 4. There's quite a few on. Peg wise, I'm in the peg next door to where I was last time. On the roadside, on the Pride of Derby again. But this weather's supposed to be like this all week, so it's absolutely bang on, really. And I saw a fish in the second peg I came into, which was here. And I haven't seen anything else in any of the others, and I've seen one just out here. Didn't look massive, looked about £18 or something, £20. Common with like an orangey tail. So what I've done is I've dropped the middle rod out there on a multi-rig, and that's got a 15mm pop-up on it, and that's sticky signature pop-up. It's like a washed out yellow. And then to the left, about 2 rod lengths away and in a little bit this way, I've put a zig out there that's about 1.5 foot under the water. And then right down here on the right hand side, I'm not going to go outside because it's chucking it down. Down here I find a little harder patch just down these reeds here, so I've just dropped one on there. Chucked about 4 or 5 baits around it. Just some dumbbells, bloodworm, and then I've got a bloodworm on the hook. And that's on a just on a normal bottom bait rig, the parrot rig, what I use. Sorry, the German rig, what I use. But all I've done out there is I've put, I don't know, 10 baits, something like that, 10, 12 baits, mixed boilers, and then that's it. I don't plan on doing anything else, and just see how that goes for tonight. I don't know if you can see me, but I've got most of my stuff sorted, but I need to get the rest of it all sorted out properly tomorrow. It's just too wet. I'm sat in my waders at the minute and my jacket. But no, the rods are out there for now anyway. Not been in this peg before, so if nothing's happened by tomorrow afternoon, tea time probably, then I'll get the marker out and get that out of the way and find what's out there and what's about. The margin down here to the left, I've walked along here and had a prod about, and that's really silty, that side, compared to the right side. The right side's silty as you get up to this tree up here, which is to be expected. But down here there's quite a bit of harder patches with some big bits of gravel in it. Whereas to this side it's a lot softer. So what I'll probably end up doing is keeping one out on that, see how it goes probably, and then figure out what I'm going to do with the other two. But I shall worry about all that tomorrow, because like I say, I've been running about because of it raining. So I've got the new bed to try out as well, the new TFG bed. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, it might do. There's my new camo TFG bed, and then I've got a brand new Gardener Pro Plus 5 season bag. It's meant for my partner really, my girlfriend, when she comes fishing, but I wanted another bed for the winter anyway. But I've got my Nash sleeper system, what I use most of the time, so I thought I'd get another bed. I've got some that's for the winter. So yeah, I'm going to sign off for now, people, and watch the water and have a nice cold beer. I shall be up first thing in the morning. I'll stop up late tonight as well, late-ish, and see what I can hear, and then take it from tomorrow. But like I say, I've seen one out there, so they're either passing through or they're still out there. so we'll see. Just got to keep my eyes on the water. So yeah, rod's on the dance floor, buzzing. So I'll catch you later or in the morning, people. Adios, amigos. Morning, people. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Stopped up till about 11:30, 12 o'clock last night, and never seen anything. Thought I heard a fish in the bay, down to the left of me, off to the left from the next peg. But apart from that, nothing. I've just seen a fish down here, but I think that was just a little jackpot hitting fry at the side. So my idea is to basically keep my eye on the water this morning and see if I can see anything else. I haven't had any liners or any bleeps, so I think what I'll do is I'll make some breakfast, get a few bits and bobs done, and then at lunchtime and get my marker rod out. I think what I'm going to do is try and find a spot out there off of the bar, and then find another spot down here off to the left, about halfway between my rods and the bar, which is where, around the area where I saw that fish last night, distance I saw that fish. I think my idea is, what I think I'm going to do is put so many spods over this rod, so many spods over the other, and keep all my rods separate, I think, unless I pick a fish up on one of them, and then I might move the other one over to it, or I don't know, basically see what happens. But I think that's what my idea is, and then fish, like I say, one out here, and keep this one down in this margin here, I think, and then see what happens with that, unless I see anything else. If I see anything else, then obviously things will change, but I think I'm going to stay put where I am in the peg that I am, because I've not seen anything else. I've got nothing else to go on apart from that fish that I saw last night. So we shall see. Right, I'll make myself a cup of coffee. I'll start to get some bits and bobs done then, and have some breakfast. I think I'll have a cooked breakfast this morning. Some bacon, some beans and sausage, and a couple of slices of bread. Right, it's starting to rain again now, people can hear it. It's been raining all night, but I expected the wind to be more than what it is, but it's perfect conditions really, so we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Right, so catch you in a bit, people. Adios, amigos. Bit of an update, people. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's just carp everywhere out there. I mean, this morning I've seen carp in as close as the ends of my rods. I've seen about 6 or 7 shows, all in different areas over here. Definite carp as well. And then it went quiet for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and now all of a sudden they started showing down the middle, and they're up and down here like yo-yos. You can see them as plain as day. They're just on the top they are, just milling about. Well, I've got a zig out over there anyway, where they're milling about, and I've got another rig out there, so I was going to start markering up and that, but while they're milling about like that, I'm going to leave it. Wait till later on. I should imagine it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock now, so I'm going to leave it till this afternoon. Leave it till this afternoon. I've been up, like I say, early, so, but I'm definitely in the right area, because I've just seen that many of them again. I mean, the ones that I was seeing closer in here was mainly the small ones, but I've seen them here, and they proper shows they were, where the fish have come out. You know, and I've had them right over where my rig is here as well. But now that seems to have stopped all that. And then, like I said, it went quiet, and now you can just see them every now and again. They've disappeared again at the minute, and the birds are back in the middle. But the birds are just moving out. Oh, there's another one over there, look. I don't know if it's picking it up. But they're up and down this centre. Up and down they are. So, I'm definitely in the right area. I'm definitely going to split my rods, I think. I'm going to put one out there to the middle where they're cruising up and down. And then I'm going to put one in the middle of where I've seen them all, you know, showing. And then I'm still going to leave that one down there, I think, and see how that pans out. I think that's the best option, because then I've got all 3 areas covered, and they've been showing in all them 3 areas, so see what's what. I think what I'll do is put this one on a like a snowman. Put one on a pop-up and another one on a wafter, and see how that goes. So yeah, just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update, people. So I'll catch you in a bit. Adios, amigos. Alright, just give you a bit of an update, people. What I've done is I've gone back out there, because this fish just been all over out there. I found the plateau out there, and then I've come just off of the plateau where it's going into the silt. It's about 17 foot deep, 18 foot deep there. And then I've watched, and I've spotted 10 spoms out over that, and that's got a German rig on. And then I've got I don't believe it, I've just seen a sturgeon. I've just seen a sturgeon just out there. Somebody said there was a sturgeon in here, and I've just seen it. I don't believe that. I don't know if the camera's caught it. I'll have to look back at that in the footage. Just over here, I've just seen it come out like that. Red long thing. You can see its mouth underneath. How crazy is that? Somebody said there was well, a few people said there was one in here. I don't know how big it'd be. I'd say about £30, £25, something like that. Might be a bit more. It was really long. That was mad, that was. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, oh, crazy. Out there, so what I've done is I've took about 5.5, 6 foot off for the spom, so that my rig's where the bait is. I put, like I say, I put 10 spoms out of mixed particle. You know, there's maize in there, peas, maple peas, tares, corn, maize, tins of tuna fish, and some boilie. Not loads of boilie, just a little bit of boilie. I've just put full boilies in the different sizes, in the bloodworm and in the candy nut crush. So like I said, I've put 10 spoms out there, got one rod out there, and then the other rod is over here. 6 wraps out, and I found a bit of gravel there with a load of silt around it, and that's the same, that's in about 18 foot of water. And I've seen fish there as well, you see, last night, so that's what I've done. I've put 10 spoms on that as well, but that's got a pop up on it, that has. It's got a 15mm sticky signature pop up on it, and that's on her multi-rig. I've chucked no boilies over that rod on the left, no boilies over that rod in the middle, and then this rod I've put out 2 rod lengths. I was going to put it in 4 foot of water, but it's a waste of time because the swans just come and mop the bait up. So I've gone down the shelf to like bottom of the shelf type thing, where it's like 9 foot, 10 foot before it starts going right the way down. There's like a little bit of a ledge there, so I've got one on there, and I've put a handful of baits around it, mixed boilie and some dumbbells, in same again in sticky bloodworm and Nash candy nut crush, and then just leave that as it is and see how it is. I'm fishing slack lines on all of them, I am, but in front of me here there's a snag in the water down here. It's about 2 rod lengths out, 3 rod lengths out. There's a chunk of tree in the water. It's not a massive tree, but it's a little piece. That side of it's clear, that side of it's clear. I ain't got nothing to worry about. It's just a piece what's in there. But I caught it with a marker float, and I pulled up on it, and the branch snapped, so it's rotting anyway. So I'm just going to have to be aware of that and not let the fish dive when I get one, if I get one, which fingers crossed that I do, people. Don't let the fish dive down there, else otherwise I'm going to end up getting snapped off or something. And I ain't got no I can get it out with, so but yeah, that's how things are going. But this, like I say, there's still fish milling about. It's quieter than what it was earlier on, but I can't believe that. I can't believe I've just seen that sturgeon. Just here it was. Couldn't believe it. It just like spun over like that. I could see it. It looked like a bloody hammerhead shark. So it's still in here then. It is. So I wonder if anybody hasn't caught it yet. Right, I'm going to finish my cup of coffee. I didn't film putting my rods out or my spodding. You've all seen it before when people do it, but it was raining. I thought I just want to get them out and get them in an area and just see how it goes. But I'm going to stop in this peg for now and just see how it goes and just keep watching the water. If I feel like I do need to move, I will move if I see anything else. But all the areas of the lake I've been looking at, this looks the most. But this is the area where I've seen more fish than anywhere else. I mean, the amount I've seen quite a lot actually. So, but yeah, hey ho. Alright, cup of coffee time, people. So I'll catch you in a bit. Adios, amigos. Morning, people. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Tuesday morning. Wind's changed direction again. It keeps switching constantly. But nothing to report really. I had a couple of liners on my middle rod, which is the rod that's out there at 73 yards, just off of the plateau. Yeah, nothing else. I've not seen nothing bosh out or anything this morning. So it seems to have gone really quiet again. So all the fish what I was seeing that was there before, they just weren't there last night, so don't know what's happening. I had a look in some of the other pegs and couldn't see anything happening in them either. What bit of action I did see last night was more what fish I did see. Was more in front of me, slightly to the right of me. So I can't really see the point in moving because I've not seen anything to move to. So I'm going to stay where I am. But I would say that it's going to chuck it down with rain this morning. You can just tell. So yeah, that's about it for now. So fingers crossed that things change, people. But glad to be on the bank still. Tired day this morning, very, very tired this morning. I feel like I could just go back to sleep. I'm not going to though. I'm just going to carry on watching the water. I'm just going to leave the rods out till this afternoon, mid-afternoon. I'm not going to put any more bait out. The right hand rod, which is on the chod, close in. Might even possibly just leave that one and just fetch the other two in and just check the baits on the other two. But I'll not put any more bait out. Then fish over them spots till tomorrow, and then possibly tomorrow my left hand rod, which is in 18-foot water, bring in closer and try and put it up on the marginal shelf. Only trouble is to the left of me, it is really, really salty. So just have to be a really light lead, a longer hook link. So either that or put another chod on. A helicopter rig. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, that's about it for now. So I shall catch up with you later. Okay people, adios amigos. Vlog time people. Contemplating on moving. Fish just ain't in this peg now. They were showing in here on Sunday and they were showing in here yesterday morning. Last night I had a couple of liners, but I don't think it was fish now. it's just been so quiet. I haven't seen anything this morning at all, nothing. And I know for a fact nothing's been down my margin spot there, because I've had the birds picking the baits up, and then I've seen birds out there to the right where someone's been fishing in the peg next door, and obviously been fishing out to the middle. I've seen the tufties picking their baits up this morning. So he was here, but I don't think they're here now. So what I've done is I keep checking next door, because last time when I fished, he was sat behind the wind. Now the lad that was in Catfish Corner, he's packed up this morning and gone. I've been for a walk round there, I've not seen anything. It's just a load of coots round there. And also I've been in the peg next door and checked the bay. I've been checking it ever since I've been here, seen nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep checking peg next door, up until I take my rods out this afternoon. And then if I haven't seen anything in them two pegs up till then, I'm going to take my rods out and I'm going to have a walk round to the other half of the lake and see if I can see anything. And there's quite a few at the top end now. There's a load turned up the top end. The wind is blowing up that way now, but the wind just keeps changing direction. And it keeps going hot, and then it keeps going overcast. I'd sooner just stop overcast, you know, and the rain come back and the wind stop there. So I'm not just going to move for the sake of it, because at the end of the day they could just show up here. So what I'm going to do is just keep checking. But if I see one or see some of them next door, that's it, I'll be straight in there. Same as if I see any in the bay area. It'll not take me that long to move and get reset up, probably an hour at the most. So that's what I'm thinking. That's the way my brain's thinking. If they were still in front of me, I would have seen them again, but they've just disappeared. So whether or not it's the spot that I put out that's pushed them away, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not sure. So there you go. Oh, by the way, people, my new, if you're after a decent bed, that TFG bed is so comfy. Miles comfier than my Nash bed. My Nash sleeper system, and that Gardner Pro Plus bag, recommend it to anybody. Absolutely spot on. Slept in it for the first time last night, but I couldn't sleep in the bottom there, it was too hot. Slept in the top there, and it is so comfortable. It's like a peach skin material. It's just really, really comfy. So anybody after a decent bag, highly recommend it. I think they're about 130 quid, I think. I think my mum got it in the sale for about 118 or something like that. But yeah, I can recommend it. So there's been no getting cold in winter time, one of them. Anyway, make myself a coffee, chill out for a bit, and then I'm going to have another wander around in these pegs, see if I can see it. If I don't end up seeing anything, and when I've walked around I should just stop put and just have to do the same tomorrow. So that's what's going off, people, for now. So I'll catch you in a bit. Adios, amigos. Vlog time, people. I've moved. There's just no more fish in that peg. I haven't seen nothing at all. And I've been keeping my eye on this peg, the peg that I fished last time. And I've seen a couple of fish bosh out there to the right here, around this area. And then where I had that other one from last time, right down this side, tucked in the bay there on that hard area. I've put another rod down there, put a chod on, and I've put a handful of buoys down there with the cap ball. There's fish down there, well there has been fish down there, I've seen fizzing, and I've had a liner as well. I can't see fish down there in numbers, but I'm sure I've seen a couple out there where the ducks are coming out. They're not there now, but they was there before, I think. So it's looking promising down that side. Be very surprised if I don't get one. There's some more fizzing down there now. Just see it. There's some here right next to my rig before. There's some just to the other side of it. In fact, now it's fizzing right over my rig again now. Like I said, I've put about 10 baits out, and then what I've had to do, because last time I nearly lost my rod, I've put my big double bank stick in, and then last time I just had it on the box. What I've done is put a couple of tent pegs. I've put one in front of the reel and one at the side where the handle is, so that it locks it into place. So it's safe now. It is. I've just got the rod poking out of there, and then what I've done down this side here, diagonally in line with me pole, I've gone out 2 wraps. I'm fishing in 6 foot water, about 6-7 foot water. I've put about 9 spoms over that, 8-9 spoms. I've put no boilies over it or anything, and then I've got a dumbbell, bloodworm dumbbell on there, and then the other rod is out there again where the plateau is. It drops down here to 23 foot, and then it's like 23, and it comes up to like 20. Then it's like 19 there, then like 17, I'm at the 19, so I'm off the edge of the plateau there, towards me, but then obviously the plateau disappears and it goes down into the deep water, so I'm more or less off of that corner. I'm just this way a bit, in that area there, where I have caught before, so 19 foot of water there, but I'm going to put some spot out over it later, because I've seen fish out there from the other peg that I was fishing. But that other peg, I just haven't seen anything in there at all, and that snag that's right in front of the peg, I just don't like it. It needs coming out, that does. I'll have to tell the bailiff when I see him, or if I can get something to get it out with. It's like, say, a chunk of tree in there, and it's a bit dicey, do you get what I mean? If you've got a really big fish on, or you've got a catfish on, you're going to get caught in it. So I just weren't feeling it in there. And the fish was in there when I first went in there, so they were showing on Sunday and Monday morning, but then come late Monday night, that was it, and there's nothing shown this morning either, so and then I was weighing up what to do. I kept toing and froing, and then I saw signs of fish down here on the right again, so I thought, right, I'll move it. It didn't take me that long to move, because it's only about 20 yards away, 30 yards away, so it took me about an hour to move my stuff, but I've only just got everything where I want it. But I'm going to put some spot out later. I don't want to do it yet. I'm going to put some out when it's getting dark. And I think I'll put about 20 spoms over it, because it's really small particle what I've got. There's bits of maize, and let's have a look. I don't know if you can see it. And there, look. Really small particle. It's got the odd boilie in it. But there's tares and hemp and maize, corn, wheat. I put some porridge oats in there as well, because I need to get some more vitamin. So yeah, so I feel comfortable. I'm knackered though, because I only slept about 4 hours. I was up again at 4. So the last couple of days I've only had about 8 hours sleep, 7 hours sleep. But I thought, just get on with it, get it done. Try and raise an opportunity to get one out. So, fingers crossed. And that's about it. I'm going to finish just make myself a coffee. I'm going to have my cup of coffee. And then make a phone call and I'm going to get something to eat. I've got no beers left because I was just getting fed up of drinking beers, so I finished them off last night. So I ain't got any left now. So it'll do me good anyway. I'm just not that bothered about it. I'm getting fed up with drinking bottles, so there you go, people. Oh, I've had problems today with the Berkeley whiplash as well again. Going around the poles and it ready, getting into a wind knot. I've had it happen twice. It's very pain in the arses. It seems to do it more with the green Berkeley whiplash than it does the yellow. I haven't had no problems with the yellow doing it at all, but the green, I don't know. I've always had problems with the green. I think I might swap it, and I might put some of that Dio Tournament on. I know it's expensive, but I think I've made my mind up for my spodding reels. I'm going to get two more of the reels that I'm using, because they've got more winding power than what these have got anyway. So that's what I'm going to do, and then keep them two there as spares until I get a new floater rod and use one for the floater rod and one for the stalking rod. Yeah, and then I've still got them there as spares if ever any of these break. So at least now I know that rod's safe. So little tip there, if people don't know what to do, say they haven't got another rest on them, they can go into the ground, just put a couple of pegs in there, you know, and just get them right more or less right the way down, and then that way, you know, your rod's not going to go flinging out and end up in the water. So, but I've got a slackish clutch anyway. I ain't got it tight. Anyway, I've got some slack on it. So, right, waffling on again, aren't I? So, I'll catch you in a bit, people. Adios, amigos. Top of the morning, people, to you. It's about, oh god, what time is it now? It's about 7 o'clock, 7:15, and the sun's come right out all of a sudden. Can you see it? Look, on the water. But been up since 4 again. Nothing's happened again, apart from my right hand rod. I had a liner on it in the night, and I don't know, I half expected something to happen last night, but it hasn't. I think there's a lad right up down the alley. I think he's had one. I'm sure I've seen him carrying a flotation sling out of the water really early this morning. I think it was about 5:30, something like that. I might be mistaken, but so far nothing. God, it's warm, that sun is this morning. But I've still got one down here. And that's I'm going to keep that in there. Just see what happens with it. What I might do is I might move it a little bit further along later on this afternoon. That rod out there, I haven't seen anything over that area at all yet. And this rod down here had a bit of bubbling around it, but I think that's just gas out of the lake. That lad over there is back in the water again over there. So I think he must have had one this morning. I think he's rebaiting. But no. So don't know, since I've been here this time I haven't slept that well. I've only been getting about 4 hours sleep every night. Normally I'll get my head down and that's it, I sleep, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the bites what's doing it. I've been bit to fucking ribbons on my hands. Yeah, so tired. I could just nod off, but I don't want to. I just want to keep watching the water. Plus I need to get some photography done today, so the rods are going to have to come out for at least a couple of hours today. So I've got some photos to take, plus I've got some editing to do as well. But no, so I haven't seen anything to move on, so I'm just going to stop put. I did see another one last night out here, a carp, but just before dark. I'd say it was about £15. Just saw it just come right out. But so far this morning, nothing. I'm tempted to put a few more boilies out with a stick over this area, but there's just too many birds about. Seagulls are everywhere. I mean, last night I put some on dark before dark. I put some more boilies out over that area over there. Probably put about 5, 10, 15, about 25 baits over that area. So unless anything occurs today, I'll not be baiting up again. I don't think, apart from probably just a few boilies when I take my rig out over there and a few in when I put it back in. There'll be no spod going in today. So just leave everything and see what happens. If I see something to move on, then I'll move. But otherwise, I shall stop put. I mean, it's now Wednesday. I've got tonight, all day tomorrow, Thursday night, and then I shall be off Friday afternoon. So there's still plenty of time yet. Just see what happens, people. Right. Oh shit. Indigestion. Toaster. Right, I shall catch you in a bit, people. Adios, amigos. rain. Redone all my rods. I had a bleep on my right hand rod. When it come into time to reel in, I reeled in, someone picked it up and got away with it. I was using semi-stiff hook link. I need to wrap the dumbbell around the hook and the rig and that. So I've altered that now and I've put fluorocarbon on to stop it. I've got fluorocarbon on both rods and I've got 2 rods out there, and I decided to put half a bucket out there, about 20 spods, and so far it seems to be paying off because I've had fish, well, I've had slicks coming up. They're definitely feeding out there, but they seem to be feeding on, when I was fishing the other peg down, they've picked up that bait as well now because I can see them. Seen the odd one, so, and then the other rod down the side I've just redone, put a couple handful more baits out there. So now I'm just going to play the waiting game. This rod down here is a waste of time because the fucking swan just constantly picking the fucking line up. And it's alright, but I've got visions of my rod going in, so I've moved it. And then I've back-leaded, got the tips under the water and back-leaded under the rod tips. If it comes anywhere near again though, it's getting on my fucking nerves. To get something catapulted at it, really pain in the arse. But yeah, so that's the state of affairs. I've got the bivvy zipped up because the wind's pushing this way and the rain. So I'm just having some soup and some couple of slices of bread, and I've got some photography work to do, so while it's like this I might as well get it done. So that's what's happening, people. So I shall catch you in a bit. Morning, people. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Been awake about 15 minutes. The wind and the rain has been hacking in towards me all day yesterday, all last night. Just absolutely bang on for a bite, but nothing, not even a bleep. I've not heard anything last night, I've not seen anything. I mean, I was up and outside the bivvy last night up till about 12 o'clock again, half 12. Still nothing. I can't believe it. I've not seen any carp now for a couple of days. A day, sorry. Day and a bit. So no, it's just a case of waiting. I mean, can't do anything else. I'm in the right areas where I've seen him. Got the right rigs on, right baits on. It's not nothing I'm doing. It's just the fish ain't playing ball. I think, I'm still sure there was a lad over there had one, was it yesterday or yesterday morning, or the morning before, I can't remember now, I'm still half asleep. Because I'm sure I've seen him carrying a flotation sling out at this time of the morning. But no, so I think it's forecast more rain again today, and the wind direction is the same, so it's just a case of waiting and seeing, that's all. I'll not put any bait out today. Should just bring them rods in again later, recast them. Same with this right hand rod, I shall fetch that in and put fresh bait on it. That right hand rod, instead of having a coloured pop up on, whereas I've had a yellow on and a white on and a pink on, it's got just a brown. pop up on. And then out there on the other rods, one's got I'm trying to think now, one's got a yellow 12mm dumbbell on, plastic. Then the other one has got a bloodworm dumbbell on, topped off with a Nash garlic and liver 10mm pop up. So that's the state of affairs. I keep hearing in the peg next door, when I was in there it kept sounding like a branch was going to snap off one of them trees either side of me. And I've just heard it again now. It's going to come crashing down that is soon by the sounds of it. But yes, I've got another day, and tonight and tomorrow day still to get a bite, so I've still got time yet. The only other thing I could have possibly done, I mean I've already had a zig on, is possibly switched and put 2 zigs on, but I don't think it'll make any difference. I think if they was up in the top layers I would have seen more of them showing, or seen them milling about at the top, so it's just a case of waiting. In these situations that's all you can do. But I've sat up watching the water, but I think I might go to sleep today for a few hours, because I'm absolutely shattered. I've hardly had any sleep since I've been here. I just haven't been sleeping properly, which is unusual for me. I mean, last night I have managed to sleep about 4 hours solid, 5 hours solid, but I still feel knackered. So, but hey ho, we've got to be in it to win it. Right, I'm going to chill out and just watch the water, that sky. Alright then people, I'll catch you in a bit. Adios amigos. Blog time people. It's Thursday night now. Down this right hand side I've had a bit of fizzing through the day. Down here. There's still bits of fizzing, but most of the fizzing today has been further up. So I've moved that rig about an hour and a half ago from here where I was up to here where more of the fizzing is, and I put a handful of baits around it, but the trouble is the coots have picked up most of them, so I'm going to have to put a few more out when it gets dark. Just hope that they don't get them. But my rig's about here. It is. And then the spot out there, I put some more bait on it. I had a bit of bait left over in the bucket, about 10 spoms, so I've put it out there anyway. I'm going tomorrow and nothing else is happening, so I thought, well, I'll just put it out there anyway and see if anything happens. I've got some new binoculars and they're making a massive difference. I mean, I can see that much through them, right the way across the other side of the lake. It's unbelievable. You know, I can see all down their margins, all the way across there as plain as day with them now. So yeah, buzzing with them. I didn't have to pay for them either, somebody give them to me. So yeah, so last night I'm just going to have a couple of cups of tea, no beer tonight, and then just see what pans out. And then if I haven't had nothing by tomorrow morning, I'm going to leave them 2 rods out there. And then this rod down here, I'll probably have another cast with it tomorrow and see what happens. But that's about it for now folks, so far blankety blank again. But that's the way it goes, isn't it? I've been on them a few times, but I don't know, it's just something that ain't got quite right this time. I don't know what it is. I think I spooked him the other day, to be honest with you, out there. Normally, like I say, I put my rigs in first and then spod afterwards. Now I spodded the other day and it just drew him in. I think there must have been a few there already, and then all of a sudden there was fish in that area, and I casted, waited and casted a bit, and my right hand rod, like I say, it took me about 4 casts to get it right, and I think it just spooked him. Got my left hand rod in straight away, but it was that windy, so I think it spooked him. They seemed to disappear. There's one or two I think come back in an hour or so later, but not the amount that was there before, because it was just slicking up like mad. I could see fish out there, so never mind. My mistake, lesson learnt. So I know in future, get me rigs out there first like I normally do. Right, I'm going to sign off for now, people, so catch you later. Adios, amigos. Morning, people. Nothing's happened again. I cannot believe that my right hand rod hasn't gone off last night. I seen a lump down there last night, 30-pounder. I've seen a couple of small ones fizzing up and moving about, and then I've seen a bigger one further down. But nothing. I can't believe that rod hasn't gone. I'd have put money on it going, so I don't know why. I don't know why it hasn't gone. Just don't know. But yeah, I've had a few bleeps on me right hand rod, a few liners, but not seen anything. I mean, I got up this morning early again, stopped up for a bit, but then I've been back to sleep for a few hours because I was absolutely shattered. I've got to pack up later on today, so it's about 8 o'clock now, so I've had about an extra 2.5 hours or something. I still feel knackered though. So yeah, that's the state of affairs. So I'm going to get my arse up, get my teeth clean, get some breakfast, a cup of coffee, and then I think what I'm going to do is recast that right rod in about half an hour for the rest of the day, and just put another handful of baits around it, and see what happens. But that's about it. So far it's looking like a blankety blank, but I can't believe I haven't had a fish from down that right margin. I mean, I know I haven't done anything wrong at all. I've positioned the rig properly, put the right amount of bait in. I don't know why it hasn't gone. There's been fish in and out there ever since I've been in this peg. So I don't know. I just don't know why it hasn't gone. I said to these lads that come in yesterday that it seemed to be where I'm fishing on the right, when I weigh down and get my bait out, that's where I had one from last time. It seems that the fizzing and the fish that I've seen looking through the binoculars are further up. So it seems like they've only been coming like so far down, or more, not even halfway down, and I'm positioned about halfway down. And it's hard for me to get any further because of the trees being in the way when you cast. So I'm going to try and get just a little bit further today. But yeah, so right, I'm going to get me a cup of coffee and get my shit sorted out. Catch you in a bit, people. Adios, amigos. Right, little beauties. Redid that rod. The wind is getting worse and worse and worse. It must be 60-70 mile an hour winds now. I've just had a look at the forecast and it says it's going to get worse today. And they reckon there's a load more rain coming as well. So with these winds getting bad and me being under this tree like this, I mean, there's already bits of it coming down. I'm not being funny about it, but if that fucker falls, you know what I mean, on all my fucking rods, you know, there's a chance it could do. But I'm going to pack up a bit earlier. I weren't going to pack up till about 4 o'clock. I'm going to start getting packed up after I've had this cup of coffee. And then I'm going to have a walk around with my camera and get some shots. There's no fish down that right side now. I ain't seen any there at all this morning. I've been watching it. But where my baited area is out there, the birds have all gathered over it. There's about 50 birds out there at the minute. So I don't know if it is because of my baited area, but I don't know. But looks like it's going to be no fish day, no fish week should I say. But I shall be back Monday. I'm going to do another 5 days. So I'm at my girlfriend's for the weekend who lives down the road, which is very, very handy actually. And then I shall be back, sorry, not back Monday, back Sunday. I've got some bait already prepared. I could have done with about another kilo of boilies really, but I've got about half a kilo left, a kilo. I don't use a lot of boilies on here anyway, so. Then I've got a bucket of bait that's already prepared. Well, I've got 2 buckets of bait actually that's already prepared, seeds. A pigeon conditioner, it's got maize in it. Buckwheat, there's oats in it. Maize, I put sweet corn in it. Chickpeas, sweet corn. What else is in there? Green peas. Oh, there's all sorts, I can't remember. Really good mix anyway. And all I've got in there with that is some molasses. I haven't got any other liquids in there. I've just put a bit of chili oil in, I think, when I come on Sunday. So, but yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to sort these buckets of bait out so I've got them all, so they're ready for Sunday. Have a look at what boilies I've got left. If I do need to go and fetch them, I might go and fetch a kilo, but I don't know. See, money's a bit tight. Then I'm going to get packed up, so if you don't hear from me people, thanks for watching anyway. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. But good luck in your angling as well people. So adios amigos. Happy angling everybody.